Hello, sim captains and crew, and welcome to London Stansted Airport in Essex, UK, in the Cirrus Vision SF50. Whether you're new to X-Plane, looking to increase the realism with more detailed procedures, or you do not have many aircraft in the hangar, the default Cirrus SF50 is an aircraft we all have at our disposal. We begin today, cold and dark, and show you how to get the fire lit on the SF50, and to be honest, it's quite a fun plane to fly. Many of the aircraft featured on the channel are payware, with the exception of the immensely popular Zibo 737 and the Cessna 172. While our Cessna has the SimCoder's Reality Expansion Pack, that doesn't mean default aircraft can't be enjoyed. Today we are looking at G-Kitty. This very pink livery, along with a few others by the same creator, is available in the xplane.org forums. A link will be in the description below. With a high-speed cruise of 300 knots or a maximum range of 1,200 miles at approximately 240 knots, this single-engine jet has performance more related to a turboprop than an all-out turbine. With a ceiling of flight level 280, a stall speed at max takeoff weight of 67 knots, and a VREF of 83, you can see how the performance fits in line with between Cirrus and jet models. Thusly, as Cirrus designed, it makes a logical step up for well-heeled owners of Cirrus SR20 and SR22 owners looking for something quicker. The SF50 also includes the reassurance of Cirrus Airframe Parachute System, or CAPS. Flexible seating allows up to 7 people, including pilot. Let's slide into the left seat and familiarize ourselves with the flight deck. We'll be working from left to right and top to bottom. The bottom left, we have the engine starter. This aircraft has a FADEC controlled engine, or a full authority digital electronic control. In the sim, we will simply turn the knob. Although in the real aircraft, it requires a pushing of the engine start-stop button. Moving across, we have our Garmin-like G1000 PFD and MFD. I'll draw your attention to the MFD for a bit of information during the startup. Next, we have a row of toggle switches. And over to the far right of that, our instrument panel is our G1000 intensity knob. Below, we have 3 touch screens, with cabin illumination intensity tied to this one. These are non-functioning climate controls. Here we have our autopilot system, our flaps, throttle, and fuel control selector switch. Now that we are familiar with where things are, let's get the Williams FJ33 turbofan turning. We will turn on battery 1 and 2 to establish aircraft power, as well as our nav lights. This will let ground crew or aircraft in our vicinity know that the flight deck is occupied. We could program our flight time, our flight plan over here to save fuel, but that's not the purpose of this video, so we'll pass on that for now. Next, we will confirm that both tanks are selected. Our parking brake is set, which I actually don't know where that's at in here. So I'll just release and then, oh, there we go. If you look right here, you have brakes off and then brakes on. So we've confirmed our parking brake is selected. Throttle to idle, we'll confirm that. Now we'll move over to the start switch. As I mentioned, this is a FADEC controlled unit, so there's really nothing to do here. It's about as simple as it gets. We'll go ahead and monitor the engine start on the left side of the MFD over here, noting the N1, EGT, N2. We'll go ahead and start that. And we'll go back to monitoring over here. Once a good start is established, we'll get the generators online to recharge the batteries and power the aircraft. We'll also note here the voltage. We sit at 23.1 volts now. It'll jump up to about 26 once we put it on generators. Looks like we have a good start here. We'll turn on generators 1 and 2. We'll go ahead and take the time. Here we note that we have our voltage has increased now to 26.5. Notice our amps are 7 and 11. At this time, we'll go ahead and turn on the probe heat as well as the windshield D or anti-ice windshield heating. This has 3 settings with these 3 switches that you see here: on, high, and max. If I move just slightly, you'll be able to see those clearly visible. In the Cirrus Vision SF50, it's that simple, and I would argue it's the easiest aircraft to start from a cold and dark state. Now you're ready for departure. Stay tuned for an upcoming episode where we load a flight plan, and eventually we will fly to Munich in this very aircraft. If you're a previous viewer or subscriber, thanks for visiting us again, and if you're new to the channel, we at FBFT hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, remember, plan the flight and fly the plan. We hope to see you on board again soon.